Hey guys, this is Arctic Bear again. Today I'd like to introduce you to a scouting strategy that I call ScoutSurfing. Now, in my last video I was talking about youth pool sizes and how big the impact is of a larger group of scouts moving into a region. After collecting a few weeks of data and after countless messages back and forth between Parasar and Pade, who are both working currently towards the under 21 national team development in Canada, and I mean countless messages, we came to the conclusion to start a new program which is a region rotation and surfing strategy. Now, for simplicity reasons, let me cover the region rotation and the surfing strategy in two separate parts. The rotational circle is to be understood as a circle of 8 weeks between 3 different regions where our collective of scouts is moving in. In my last video I was talking about the Swiss collecting data over the years, and I was still curious if there is more that we could benefit from. And here it is. Like, this chart basically shows the overall potential of players in the pools. And in the bottom corner you see 47.05. 47 is the season and 05 is the week of the region. And you see that little drop on week 9 in terms of the potentials of every player. But in week 8 I thought was a great time to cut. So this 3-week rotational cycle is then to be supplemented with a 8-week surfing cycle that is just 2 weeks long within 4 different regions. So this surfing cycle is timed just so it ends right before the perfect ages for the next World Cup generation is turning 15 years old. So as I explained in my last videos, newly generated prospects need to be in a pool in order to develop their skills. Now hear me out here real quick. Many of you probably ask, like, why would we just do 2 weeks in a region if the best prospects are only between week 4 and week 8? And here is why. So if we take Prince Edward Island, for example, like I mentioned in the previous video, we've had a 10% 15-year-old ratio versus a 90% 16-year-old ratio before we moved in. We moved in week number 1, and we basically changed that 15-16 ratio to a 30-70 ratio, meaning we have enlarged the area and the pool, and then we have reduced the 16-year-olds back to a regular 33-66 ratio-ish. When we move out, we basically, like, compared to the beginning, right? We basically leave the pool larger, and we have a potentially larger pool of 15-year-olds. So I haven't proven that yet, but if that is the case, that the pool isn't shrinking after we leave, that doesn't benefit us, but it benefits Canada as a whole, because the chances after leaving the pool for the remaining managers is higher than what it was before. We're basically cleansing that pool. So this would be the moment where you'd be turning back to me and be like, why would we be doing that if it wasn't for us though? So here's why we can be really benefiting from this. So let's say our surfing cycle just ends 2 to 3 weeks before the perfect agers turn 15-40, and we have just finished preparing all the pools right before. So all we have to do is, when we are 2 to 3 weeks before that threshold, we'll move back 5 or 6 weeks into that pool that we have been preparing, so that we turn back to the pool that we have been cleansing right at when these talents were basically born. So basically what we'll be doing is we're harvesting the fruits of the seeds that we have been planting during our surfing cycle, and we're retracking them so that we have the best potential and the best 15-year-olds that there are in the pools. This is my take on surfing strategies, and if I could convince you, please join our movement. The more the better. It is for the better of the good. It's for everyone. It's for Canada. Let's make Canada earn the respect it deserves. Canada is full of very talented managers. We're just needing more prospects, more quality, more talent. And with this research being done and with your help, we're going to make this happen again. Let's fucking win the World Cup. Let's just fucking put the bar up a little higher. I'm looking forward to working with you. I'm looking forward to chatting with you. Please reach out. Please leave a like. Please hit me up with any questions you got. I'm very open to whatever takes you have to offer. And I'm looking forward to the next video. Thank you very much for joining in. And see you.